Look at this crowd. It's like, oh God, oh God. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to show you something real quick. Do you really think that America is the greatest country in the world based on what you just saw? Just compare and contrast. Because I really do believe that many Americans, when you just see this part of the world compared to other parts of the world, what I just showed you, which was in Tabriz, in northern Iran, Americans should be embarrassed to see what people have turned into. Las Vegas is a prime example of what many might argue what is great and especially what is wrong with America. You see a bunch of ghetto, low-life people, lack of values, rampant violence. Now, I'm supposed to believe that America is a first world country. And I'm also supposed to believe that this is a poor, low-life, low-quality country. You tell me, which society do you think is more successful? Which society do you think is more attractive and looks more like the first world? Now, many of you argue, well, Las Vegas has more money, more monetary value. They have a lot more resources. But in reality, what this all tells you is that it's the quality of life that's very, very important. It is the class. It is the self-respect. And when you look at all this, you see that perhaps Vegas looks a lot poorer. That's the sad truth that we're living in right now. Unbelievable. Right in my about. All right, we're going to wait out here for like 5-10 minutes and see, if like it comes back or they start. It's nice. And you've got like a table and 100. Oh, you're a fan of big money and stuff, right? Oh, yeah. Tell me about it. And you just have on your arms or your chest?
I have one right here in my back.
Oh, wow. I just don't get tattoos. I don't even see a lot of that. Hey, let's wait out here for like a few minutes, and then we're gonna go take a look at those ghetto people down there. I want to see if at all this. Hey, your guys are live on YouTube. Live on YouTube. Hey, what's up? Live on YouTube. Live on YouTube. Yeah. Woo! All right, now we're just gonna walk a little bit around. Got an IG. Oh yeah. Land whales. Jacob, not as busy. Look at this. Here's the evil pie. I've come here a lot, many, many times. Oh my gosh, yeah, jogger alerts. I know, they're everywhere. It's funny how they're like 10% of Las Vegas, but they're actually, believe it or not, that's a scarf. Oh my gosh. Everybody's wearing these scarf tops. Unbelievable. It's funny because in Middle Eastern countries, they put a scarf over their hair, and then women here, they put scarf over their tits. Unbelievable. Now let's take a look at this. Yeah. Huge shockwave, and in a lot of cases embarrassing. What I have to tell you is just compare and contrast the fashion. Now, I'm not advocating that we should implement these strict rules in this part of the world. Yeah, they're vastly opposite. But you can see how generally people dress more casually, more formally. They dress more appropriately. They have a higher level of self-respect. Notice that there's hardly any tattoos on people's bodies. And not to mention they take care of themselves. You hardly see any obese people. Think about it. Look at the way people talk more properly. Do you see any drinking or drug problems in this part of the world? I'm sure these people lack the horrible qualities that you see in Las Vegas, where in this part of the world, they actually have greater family values. You hardly were ever to see single moms. I'm sure a lot of the people you see here in Las Vegas are actually single moms. They're putting their children taken care of by somebody so they can just party around and go wild and crazy. While these people have better values. Look at these neighborhoods. You hardly see any trash on the ground. Maybe people have more self-respect. Look at the architecture right here. Look at all these good quality buildings. Look at how they're well kept. As a matter of fact, I think a lot of these qualities, as well as these architectural details, I certainly think they can be used here in Las Vegas. They certainly blend in well with the climate, the geography. They keep these areas cool in the summertime. How do you think we live without air conditioning for all these years? Look at all the charm. Look at all the culture. Just look at all this charm, interesting culture. I don't know about you. I think that this certainly looks a lot more like third world than this. You tell me. Look at all the charm. Look at all the good quality food that you have in this part of the world. Do you think they have all these kinds of poisons and chemicals that they put around here? What about the music? Do you think they listen to all this gangster rap, garbage music out here? It makes you wonder why we can't have all these good qualities in this part of the world. And as a matter of fact, if you've noticed, they don't have the kind of diversity. Yeah, Iran is a pretty diverse country, but they don't have the kind of diversity, the multiracialism that we have out here. And we know it leads to a lot of problems. Look at it. You don't have to deal with illegals. You don't have to deal with joggers. You don't have to deal with the yellows, rednecks. You don't have to deal with these 2%ers, if you know who I'm talking about, who have a lot of influence in Wall Street, Hollywood. You know what I'm talking about, folks. And by the way, those people were pressured out of the country because I'm sure they knew what a negative impact that they're going to be doing. Iraq did the same. Dozens of different states and countries did that for centuries. Think about it. Just look at how the men are so masculine. Look at how the women are so feminine. And in fact, one might argue they're actually more pretty and attractive, despite the fact that they're covered up. If you saw my Vegas live clip, you'll see that you have women here that they're doing all these artificial forces where they're taking one of these scarves, these bandanas, and not covering up their hair. They're actually just covering up their tits. That's it. Can you believe what we've come through where they want to be judged so much of their sexual body rather than themselves? There is a reason why they ask you to dress modestly, so that you go after women based on their character, not on these one-night stands, which leads to a lot of other problems. Wow, this looks so pretty, attractive. It can have some issues, no question about it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys who are probably defenders of European civilization think, well, this is not too pretty. You know, I prefer walking down the streets of Berlin, Stockholm, Amsterdam, wherever than this place. But look, you know, I appreciate my roots, although, I mean, my mom is Tehrani, and Tehrani and Tabriz people, they have many differences. In fact, Tabriz are more Turkish, believe it or not. However, the thing is, I've even thought about moving there. You don't have to deal with many of the problems in this country. This whole notion that we keep hearing, America's the greatest country in the world. Yeah, there's so many immigrants that want to move here. Well, first of all, what made America the greatest country, as they say? I know what it is, because if I tell you, YouTube is going to shut me down. And does it mean it has the greatest quality of life? No. Many immigrants, in fact, move to America because they want to send dollars abroad to other countries, and they just want to collect the government benefits. And thank goodness that many Iranian Americans who come here, they don't do this kind of crap. Perhaps all these Salvadorians and Somalis should learn from us. Oh, but oh no, I can't talk about it. It's such a taboo. The sad truth is I can't even move there. Their government is very oppressive. However, I've thought about selling my stocks, and I know that the dollars that I have, I can live like a king. I can live without a job for many decades to come. This is very, very embarrassing, folks, that you're looking at these cities right here.
Got like a writing on her chest, and it's diagonal. Ew! Look at this. Ew! Unbelievable.
This is embarrassing, folks. This is a true sign that America has experienced a decline. Why don't you see this kind of trash in Tabriz? In Iran, a country that is shammed. Why? This is embarrassing, folks. And honestly, I'm getting tired of this. I'm just starting to consider perhaps traveling and moving there. Why am I here? Seriously. And by the way, if you guys really like this civilization so much, keep in mind that this dumb crap garbage government, who, by the way, Clark County heavily supports, they are so in line with the military-industrial complex. Our congressional representatives or senators are perhaps, looks like it, they're shills of the military-industrial complex. They supported a commander-in-chief who voted for these interventions. They probably are going to be voting and pushing military intervention in this part of the world. Think about it. You really think that these knuckleheads don't want to bomb Iran and destroy this beautiful civilization? A civilization that's created so much and has so much greatness for thousands of years? Think about it. These streets could be turned into rubble very soon. And those of you who think it's just Western civilizations they want to destroy, think again. They want to destroy any civilization that's a threat to the globalist power structure. And you know who's behind the globalist power structure. If I tell you who they are, YouTube is going to take down this video. All this history, charm, culture. And I'm sick and tired of hearing this crap about white supremacy. Give me a break. Is white supremacy the reason why this area looks nicer than the streets of Somalia and Guatemala? And the fact that when Guatemalans and Somalis come here, they underperform us in income and credential levels? Why do you think that is? Oh, it's white supremacy that elevated the Persians, but they didn't want to elevate the other groups. It's white supremacy why Cyrus the Great was able to build a successful empire. And not the Amerindians and the Congolese. How does that make sense? Why aren't the streets of Africa looking as pretty as this? Oh, wait, by the way, Cape Town was pretty attractive at one point. What happened? Oh, the white supremacists, they left. Yeah. Think about it. Now, I just want to know, are the globalist power structures, are they planning to vax these people? Because I want to know. If they are, I can pretty sure that, well, maybe they have an agenda for these people too. Because these people, like I told you before, they're a threat to their establishment. Think about it. Look at this. High quality, amazing architecture. You can look at the columns, the wrought iron balconies, the arches. I mean, why can't you build this good quality here in Vegas? This is embarrassing, folks. We have the dollars to do it. But oh no, we have to waste it on all this other useless crap. Think about it. You can build a structure like this in the streets of Las Vegas, and you can see what real architecture is about. This is real culture. Very little trash in the streets. Human-scaled environment. All this nice landscaping. All these high-quality products. But oh no, look at this. Look at this garbage-filled ghetto.
The city can't even take care of their shit. Unbelievable. Ew, look at this. See, this used to be parking. Now it's like literally a dump. Unbelievable. What a bad move. I wasn't a fan of this at all. They just changed this part. Look at this. Every woman has a tattoo. Tequila House, lucky day. You can see right here. Wow. This is therapy. I've eaten here before, and now it's like a club.
Look at this. Just trashy, garbage, gangster, thuggish-like people. You know, maybe there's a reason why they have these restrictions in that part of the world. Because they knew that if people well behave, you get more of this instead of this nasty stuff. And by the way, much of this nasty stuff wasn't even around 60 years ago. What happened? How did we allow this to happen? I'm sure Fremont Street looked a lot nicer and classier in the days of Frank Sinatra. When the mob ran the town, what happened, folks? This is disgusting. It makes you want to puke. A bunch of low-life thugs. Unbelievable. What do you think, folks? Should I just get the hell out of here and move to this part of the world? You tell me. Maybe you guys want to do the same thing too. I know many people who are European descent, they probably want to move here too. Unbelievable. Maybe you should share this video to all your elected officials and they can be embarrassed to see what they got. Hey, you casino elites. MGM Resorts, Caesars Entertainment. Why don't you build a Persian-themed casino? If you believe in diversity, why don't you share our culture and build Persian-style villages? Oh, no. Oh, we just want to prop Black and Amerindian people. Oh, they're being oppressed. Unbelievable. This is sickening and disgusting. Anyway, thank you so much. Please spread this video.